What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerdcastle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out Empires of the Undergrowth. We haven't touched this game in probably 2 years, and over that time they've been rolling out new species, new animals, new ants, and things that you can mess around with. If you never played this game before, it's a RTS game where you are an ant queen. And I think a lot of people want to compare it to Sim Ant, but really, I just call it like Red Alert with ants. That's pretty much all that it is. You dig around. It's actually got a little bit of Dungeon Keeper in there, too, with like the digging and whatnot. You dig around, you find resources, you use those resources to create little nurseries. You fill them full of either worker ants, soldier ants, upgraded ants, flying ants, all that kind of stuff. And then you use the majesty of your new ant kingdom to annihilate every other species that gets in your way. I wouldn't mess with ants. That's just me personally. Any species that's willing to die just to build a bridge across water made out of dead bodies so that other people can walk across the backs of them in order to get to food, that's a species right there that has a powerful will to survive. Like, as a species anyways. Individually, like, no, life is worthless. But you get what I'm saying. Let's go to the Formicarium. We need a new Formicarium. Our colony name can be Basil. We will be Basil the Colony. I want to be green ants. I'm going to make my ants green. It makes me happy. Green is the best color of all the colors, and if you disagree, then we must battle to the death. Let's see what's going on here.
I see the Queen has taken well to her new home.
It's fascinating. She has already started to spawn. Incredible, really, that we found such a healthy specimen.
How long until we can expect to see interspecies polymorphism?
We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first. I've placed food nearby. Then we will introduce the Formica fusca and observe their reaction.
Excellent. Keep me updated on their progress.
Alright, sounds good to me. Apparently we're going to be messing around with Follica fusca soon. I don't know what a Follica fusca is. It's kind of like a Follica fusca, bippica booska, bippity boppity boo. It sounds like some kind of like Disney song, in all honesty. You do not have enough territory points to dig that tile. Oh, that's not good. Well, it's a good thing we found the food before I messed up. We're increasing the size of our territory right now. There's the foodles right there. Apparently, it's got pop-ups. We got idle workers bringing egg to the nursery tile. These eggs will develop and hatch into new ants. Okay, so like, let's do that then. Where's my nursery tile? We got a food storage tile right here. I would suggest that maybe we make a couple of those. I don't have enough food to build that tile. Are you sure about that? Are you absolutely positive that we don't have enough food to build the tile that I want to build? Because I feel like we definitely have enough. I'll build like a couple of these. They did put, what do you put, like a whole bunch of trail mix down in here? Bro, thanks for that. I love me some trail mix. Let's go get some. And so we have some resources. We consider building new workers. We can select the nurseries tab. So there it is right there. We can make these little worker ant tiles. It requires 2 food to hatch and 20 food to place it. All right, let's do it. Let's make some little worker tiles over here. There we go. We'll make like 3 of them. I don't want to go too crazy with the creation of my little ants, but we'll make a couple of them.
The Queen has begun to lay new eggs.
Perfect. We will soon have a thriving colony.
They sound so, like, melodramatic about this entire thing. Oh, Basil, don't you know that this ant colony is the only thing that holds us together? Of course, my dear. Of course, but I don't give a damn. Like, calm down. This is not that melodramatic of a situation. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. That was a mistake. I messed up. All right, so we can apparently do, like, pheromone bursts, too. I vaguely remember being able to do something like that. Like, you can do, like, a pheromone burst, and the ants will move around. And what else does it want me to do? Your food stores are full. They cannot collect any more food. No! The food stores are full. Try to protect my baby. All right, we'll put that right there. We'll drop those all in so that we have at least a little bit more food storage. I assume that it wants me to build outwards and go do new and interesting things. That's our territory. Allows you to dig out tiles in the colony. I don't think we need to dig out tiles for right now. I think we're solid, although it does look to me as though there is some kind of... I think if we clear this blockage, we can play the first level. So this is kind of a menu that exists in between levels. And what will happen is we come back to here. We clear this out. Once we clear this out, we can go play the mission. And then by playing the mission, we will unlock more resources to make this area more awesome. And then evolve it and get new additions to our fleet. What is this right here? Oh, we can go up to like the surface? Interesting. Okay, so they've changed this around from the last time that I played. Gotcha. Okay, so we want to play a level now. That means we can click on one of these right here. We have Formicarium Challenges, and then I don't know what this does right here. Oh, this is our evolution thing, so we've got a black ant right now, which is a melee attacking Formica fusca. Alright, sounds good. This game seems like it was made by biologists for biologists. So we've got the Formicarium Challenge 1, we've got a new home, and we've got subjugation. Let's start out with a new home, shall we? We gotta choose a difficulty. We'll put it on medium. Sounds good to me. The rewards for our first time play, it looks like we get some territory, we get a whole bunch of extra food, we might get some genetic material or something that we can use for further evolutions. Let's do it. We've got mysteries over here. Let's go find out.
This Formica Fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable.
Apparently we've got a bunch of little worms down here we can kill.
If the colony is to survive.
Alright.
Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
Yeah, it looks like we can kill off these little hoo-hoo grubs or whatever they are over here.
A pocket of woodworm.
Woodworm,
These
apparently.
defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony.
Awesome.
They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
For processing. Not just processing, for processing. That's cessing taking place at higher than a novice level, alright? That means we are at least journeyman cessors out here. I will probably, let's mine that out real fast. That looks good. We're gonna need a little bit more space. I don't want to dig too far or too greedily, though, because these right here mean that there's enemies around that are gonna be trying to fight with us. But this little area down here, I think what I'd like to do in it is we'll make this into a food storage. We've got a little bit of space to do that. So this will be our food storage down here. I don't know how much food we're going to need. Be aware that, like, the maps have a limited amount of resources, so it is entirely possible that you can, like, soft lock yourself and get into trouble by building too much. Treat this like old school Red Alert or whatever. We've got a speed up tile. We've got an upgrade tool, so we can upgrade those things. I don't really think we need to do that for right now. Let's go ahead and we will do a worker ant placement area down here. Just a couple more worker ants. Perfecto. Are they going to bring this food back over here? I hope they will. If nothing else, she's laying eggs at the moment, and we can bring those over to the nursery. They will grow up, and then they will hatch for, like, a certain amount of money. Can somebody bring those back over there? Is nobody bringing those back? All right, whatever, you know. It wasn't that important. I didn't want you to do it that badly. It's not like I was craving for you to bring that back for me or anything. Oh my god, they finally did it. Yay. I was wondering if clearing out the tunnel right there would trigger them and they'd be able to see what was going on. Alright, so we've got the first little starts of our ant tunnel over here. I'm going to widen this ever so slightly so that we have like a main thoroughfare that we can work our way through. Looks like we have more food over here. I don't want to increase access to the queen without knowing what's over here, if I can help it. Okay, we've got more food. Go kill those wood grubs over there. Go murder the wood grubs, take care of them, and then we will add them to our food supply. We will integrate them into our colony. And then I think it's going to be a good idea for us to build just a couple soldier colonies right here. So we have space for one soldier for right now. He's a soldier. He's a soldier. All right, bring me an egg over to this side. It looks like we've got a little bit more food down here. So go ahead and clear out a tunnel to that side. But before we have warriors, I don't think it's going to be a super swell idea to be kicking off any major fights with the enemy. We kind of want to keep to ourselves. We want to slaughter what we can and bring it back to the colony. And up until then, we'll just kind of keep things live. Each one of these little dudes I think is worth like 25. Let's put some pheromones over here real fast so that they'll come and collect this food. And then once the pheromones dissipate, we'll be able to do a better job. How much food are each of these worth? They're worth 10, 15-ish? Okay. I want another soldier pile over here. I want to make sure that we have lots and lots and lots of warriors to protect the queen with. These little red guys right here, they're quite a bit tougher than the worker ants. The worker ants can hold their own in a fight, but you really don't want to force them into a fight if you don't have to. Do we have any more food supplies around that are free? Not really. Not really. I think we're going to have to fight for our bones, whatever comes next. Hey. Here. Wait, hold on. I don't want what just... No. I want to dumpster that. Get rid of it. I don't like it. Make it go away. It's a waste of our resources and bring the food back. Alright, we'll cancel that. I'm going to signal a pheromone right here for the soldier ants. And then we're going to dig this out. Soldier ants should be on their way. As you can tell, they're a little bit beefier and they're a little bit badder than the rest of our ants. They've got a little bit of extra armoring on them. We got enemies over here.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey.
I was gonna say, y'all better fight.
They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed.
You guys better, like,
are
fight for
fast,
your lives right
they
now.
should be able to overwhelm these critters.
Yeah, overwhelm them, and then we can also eat
If
them.
the ants are disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must expand with caution.
Alright, so we've got more space for food now. Let's go ahead and make some more food tiles, just to make sure that the food supply never dithers. I want to bring as much of this stuff back as I can without running out of it. All of our soldier ants are back up and running, so we're good to go there. I don't recall exactly how to cancel a pheromone. There is a way to cancel a pheromone, but I don't remember how to do it. I think I'll just add them to this group, and we'll just command all of them where we have to. Let's go ahead and dig down this way. We're probably going to have to fight these dudes anyways, so let's even out this terrain. We'll knock it all out. We've got enough workers to where that shouldn't be a problem.
There are intruders in the nest.
There we go. Fight them. Fight them. Fight for your life over here, because this is survival. This is what nature looks like. It's gritty. It's real. It's flesh tearing. It's ants throwing themselves over the line. Bayonet charge, Jimmy, no! I'm trying to make this more melodramatic than it is, because at the end of the day, they're ants. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make this more epic than it is, but, like, they're ants, you know? There's only so many interesting things you can inflect into the ant experience in this world. Alright, so I have bad news. I think we're going to have to upgrade some of this stuff over here. Like, we need more food storage areas, so let's make these areas a little bit more awesome, shall we? Yeah, exactly. Our food storage going way up right there to 310. Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Anything that we can drag back with us to the colony, I think I'm okay with. I think this is a non-assigned group. And so I think what I have to do after looking at it is I think you have to put them into the groups right here, but you can't tell the non-assigned group to go do stuff. But now that we have an assigned group, we can. So there you go. Now we actually have our thing going on. We do have some enemies back up in there. We have a little bit of food left. I would suggest we maybe make like one more soldier. Can I actually, is it cheaper to upgrade these?
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
There we go. So we'll upgrade that guy. That guy has now been upgraded. Apparently it needs to be like neighboring other tiles in order to be upgraded or something. I don't know. Let's just add another one over here and kind of see how that affects things. Yeah, it is. So it needs to have neighboring tiles. All right. Well, let's start digging then. There we go. Perfect. Let's kind of expand the domain a little bit. It says that it recommends maintaining corridors and like chambers if you can. But like, I'm lazy. What do I look like I need? Ant ulcers? Can ants get ulcers? I bet you they can. They get little tiny microscopic ulcers. Hey, you know why ants never get sick, right? They've got little tiny antibodies. See, I had to hit you with that dad joke real fast just to let you know what's up. Just to let you know that I'm on point right now. Let's go ahead and deploy as many ants over to here as possible because we are going to be breaking the seal on a pretty nasty little area, in all honesty.
There are intruders.
Hey, you guys are supposed to be over here right now. Everybody should be fighting. If you're not fighting, you're wasting my time. We win with severe numbers. We use the human wall technique in this colony, just like our fathers and our forefathers before us. Alright, you guys come collect the food now that they're all dead. You guys come back and protect the queen. Looks pretty good to me, and we just brought back like a grip of food. Let's put in a few more soldier piles right there. I want to make sure defensively, like this military-industrial arms race that we have going with the rest of the map, I want to make sure that we are at the top of the food chain. I want everything in the undergrowth to fear us. When they hear the rumbling of the ground and the turning of the earth and the rumbling of the engines, they will know that we have arrived, Kakarot. Sorry, I got a little carried away for a second. Let's go ahead and we'll dig this out real fast. You guys come over here and get this done. Soldier ants will deploy you in just a minute once we get a little bit closer to whatever this engagement is going to be.
Predators are loose.
There we go, there we go, there we
The
go.
larvae must be protected.
All right. We've lost 2 worker ants and 2 soldier ants so far. These things do hit pretty hard. It seems like they basically like 2-shot us. It looks like we've also got some roly-polies over here maybe that have died. And it looks like we're maybe able to extract some resources off of them. That'll be good. Let's add a few more food storage slots, shall we? There we go. All right, a few more food storage slots. That way we're not wasting whatever this is. It looks like they're feeding off of it for right now. That's all right by me. Yeah, go ahead and prepare that for me. Get it done. Prepare a place. Like, I think the question you really have to ask yourself in this game is, are you overexpanding? And if the answer to that question is yes, then, like, you've got to slow your roll and you got to make better use of your resources. Let's go ahead and we'll spread this whole thing out right here. Go ahead and dig the whole thing. All pheromones over here. We'll deal with that food later. We've got a battle in front of us.
The larvae must be protected.
There you go. Kill them. Take them out, little ants. Take them out. Yup, my little red stripes out here in these streets. I wish their stripes were green, though, to match up with my colony colors. It would make me happier. Alright, fall back and protect the queen. It looks like we basically have, like, endless food over on this side, so we should be able to grab some pretty serious resources. Let's go ahead and take that back on up. I am going to dedicate myself to making a few more soldier tiles. There we go. I want my army to be big and beefy and unstoppable. Some more soldier tiles it is. I think we have more than enough workers to get the job done for right now. Our one team, it looks like they've finished that off right there. One team, come over here, and let's start just getting this whole area mined out. Let's figure out what's inside of here. Looks like they've got some stone walls in front of us to keep us from pooling too much. Oh, they're just like easy enemies to kill.
These
All right.
will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
All right, well, kill them off. I mean, I've given you all the things you require in order to make this happen, so I've expanded our military. I've made sure that our borders are safe. I have reinforced the treaties. All that's left is to you, my soldiers, to go out and make sure that the enemy dies in great number. The secret to this colony is not to die for your colony, but to make the other bastard die for his. They were not lying about this food being a significant addition. I would suggest that we upgrade what we can around here to add some more storage space. Anything that's fully upgraded and ready to go. I want to get a lot of food. And then actually, for the first time ever, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my builder ants as well. We'll go ahead and add little builder tiles over here. This is a lot of food that we're using up right now. But honestly, they've given us so much food that I'm not really that worried about it. Let's go ahead and dig into this area right here. Maybe cancel right there, just to make sure we don't bite off more than we can chew before this gets any crazier. There's some enemies right there. We'll go ahead and deploy every single one of our troops into this area. We will kill about as rapidly as we could kill. I would like it if they would add health meters to some of the enemies. So like a little health bar or whatever, I think would go a long ways in this game towards attributing who's winning a combat versus who's losing the combat. That's the one thing that appears to be missing. Either a health bar next to or above everything that you're attacking would be nice. That or battle damage along the way would be cool. One of the two. I don't mind. It could go in either direction, but I do think the player needs some kind of tactile, or I guess some kind of visual feedback. Tactile is not the right word. The player needs some kind of visual feedback to let them know if they're winning or losing in the combat, and whether it's a better idea to disengage or hold ground. And as of right now, we don't have that, which makes the whole thing seem kind of scary and risky when you're in combat. Makes it feel like a little bit of the old risky business. Alright, everybody fall back to the colony. We've got 387. I guess I'll put these 7 right here to maintain the nest and do like hauling and just like hatching and all that kind of stuff, and anything else that comes through, we'll go ahead and get them added on into this group over here. We do have a lot of breeding and we do have a lot of growing to do, but as you can see, our pupa are doing a great job. The pupa look kind of delicious. They kind of remind me of like Cheetos Puffs. I kind of want to eat them. Like, I don't want to super eat them because they've got that weird little asshole thing on the end, but I do kind of want to eat them. All right, so we've got our home group right here. We've got 14 soldiers ready to go. Let's dig on in. Hopefully we've got enough to make it through this combat right here. Everybody assemble, please.
There are intruders in the nest.
Yep, everybody get into combat. We are losing units right now, but we should be able to do some level of damage. Hopefully they don't have poison or anything else like that. I vaguely remember some of the units in this game having like stink poison. Like they can put out little clouds of poison that like injure your units, and so you're constantly like ordering them around and trying to micromanage and get them like moved from point A to point B so that they don't get owned. A little bit more food for the larder. Ain't a lot, but it's something. What upgrades can I do around here? I think the upgrades just increase the pupation rate. I don't think they actually increase the amount of units you can have. There we go. Our nursery has grown into kind of a sprawling creep. A Zerg-style creep of slime, I guess. But we're keeping our numbers growing and we're staying strong right now, which I think is the most important part of this entire equation. Let's dig on into here. We've replaced our numbers already, and we will be adding more numbers to this retinue before too long. Go ahead and widen the mouth of this so that we can actually use our numbers to our advantage, please. Oh my goodness, there are so many of them over here. All right, you guys get into combat. We're going to take some losses here just because they've got us at a choke point. We've got an ant thermopylae situation right here that's going to get us into trouble. Hopefully we can persevere and kick a lot of people into wells or something. It looks like we're reinforcing, and it looks like we're doing okay. We've got kind of overwhelming power right now. When we get the chance, bring all of the worker ants into this area to gather up all of the food. And then we will consider, we've got a few more enemies we got to knock out of the way. Sort of curious about what's inside of there. Worries me a little bit. Let's dig up that way and go get whatever's inside of there too. Ah. Alright, we will send them all in to murder all of these random little roly-polies over here, these wood lice. And then once the wood lice are gone, we should have a lot of food. Like, we should be ready to roll out here. Yeah, just a few more. We'll just kind of fill in that area to make space on the food. And then with these dudes over here, we'll probably add like... There we go. All better. We got plenty of food coming back. It's not like we're going to be wanting for food anytime soon. Like, these guys right here will probably give us 300 or 400 food. And that's on top of what we've already spent. So we should have a pretty explosive period of growth here before too long. Good. All right. Feast on them, my children. Feast upon them. Gather from their bodies. Make the colony strong.
There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
It's okay. We've got a load coming on in. I think you're being a little bit premature in your assessment. I think you're being a little panicky right now, narrator. I think I'm gonna need you to calm down. I'm gonna need you to chill and just realize that machinations are underway that are going to feed us for the foreseeable future, so that we will feel no fear going forward into the enemy territory. I mean, look at all this we've already taken. We've already wiped out this entire area. And now it's back to war. Perpetual, never-ending. The grind of the engines strains against the walls.
There are intruders in the nest. The ants have stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast. The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants.
Is disorientating a word? I feel like I should be disorienting the ants. Disorientating sounds wrong.
Is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
Damn right it will. You're damn right it will. He messed with the champ and caught the heater. He didn't understand. He didn't understand the way we play this game out here in these ant streets. These ants are out on some gangster shit. We don't care.
They must be protected.
Ants roll out. We find our enemies. We take care of business. We make them feel it right now. Just crawling masses of bodies going over the top of yours. Pincers snapping and ripping away at plates. And another victory is added to our general's already pretty fantastical supply of medals. I think we're looking at a big W right here. I don't think there's too many other threats that we're not going to be able to accomplish. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for Empires of the Undergrowth. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more, leave a like down below. Hit it with a comment. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll try to get you a second episode lined up. Aside from that, if you wanted to get this game, it is still being developed in early access, but they're adding more and more stuff, so it's worth checking out. I think this game is really, really cool. I enjoy it a lot, as you can tell from all my ridiculous, villainesque Saturday morning cartoon monologuing. I will see you all next time with something hot and fresh off the skillet. If you don't know who I am or what I do, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie gaming every single day so that you don't have to. Other than that, I'll have something hot and fresh for you tomorrow. Goodbye.